I like talking trash. I feel like it's in my bones. I came from a thrifty people. We wash our plastic bags multiple times. We refill, we reuse, we repair things. And yet each week our little family creates a huge amount of waste. You might remember this. You might remember the freedom of throwing your trash out the window of the speeding car. Waste largely disappeared from our lives in the 70s. It disappeared from our vision, whisked away efficiently by the city machine to that space, never to be thought of again. Borrowing from my favorite local heroes, Eureka Recycling, waste is not inevitable. Waste, it is the sign of a design flaw, really. And we can design a better system. My call to action around this brought me to standing in front of a municipal dump in San Pedro Sula, Honduras in 2008 in the space of Away, the people of Away and the space of Away. And the more I look into and see just how big the design flaw of waste is, the more I see that there's the waste that we produce cannot be managed within the current paradigm. Each year, approximately 2 billion tons of household waste is generated. That's 1.5 pounds per person per day. And that's only 3% of the problem. For each pound you bring into your house, 98 pounds of waste is produced. And where does it all go? Well, 70% of it goes to landfills like this one in Delhi. And those trash mountains generate 5% of the greenhouse gases. Another 11% goes to be transformed to energy, like in the burner that we have here in Minneapolis. Only 19% of our waste is recovered through composting or recycling. And what that really means is that all of that energy and resources that go into making the stuff that we use, it really is just wasted. Waste management is big. It's a big business. It's multinational corporations. It's a global web. And it's a lot of infrastructure and technology. And yet, 3.5 billion people worldwide, roughly half of the world's population, have no access to even basic services. Their waste piles up in the streets. It goes into the rivers. It becomes a toxic soup, and it spreads disease. And here's the melodramatic part of this talk. Crowded streets, waste piling up, cities being buried in their trash. Even beaten by police. They're locked out of the system, and yet they're the most effective resource recovery tool that we have. They're way better than any technology. Our system is designed to make waste disappear as fast as possible. It's not designed for recovery and reuse. On average, only 34% of US waste is diverted from a landfill, mostly through investment in multi-million-dollar facilities, our tax dollars at work. In other parts of the world, with little or no public investment in infrastructure, up to 80% of waste is recovered. How? Through people power. The world's informal sectors, such as the Zabaleen community in Cairo, who have collected and sorted waste there for over 100 years. Researcher Jamie Furness says that the best recyclers are not environmentalists. Picking waste is a good source of income, sometimes double or triple that of others in the same community. Where waste management is sometimes as much as 50% of overstretched municipal budgets, the informal sector provides a nearly free collection and resource recovery, and it has social benefits. We do need to increase our diversion rates. Recycling is a necessary midterm solution on the way to a zero waste future. But instead of investing in expensive, inflexible technology, let's look for ways to reduce and reuse and invest in people along the way. The world's waste pickers may live in makeshift conditions, but they are connected. Some of them even watch the BBC, and they go to global conferences to share ideas. Waste pickers are not to be pitied. They are to be celebrated and supported. They may not be environmentalists, but these savvy entrepreneurs are a crucial part of the flexible and adaptable solutions that we need right now. And we've got a lot to learn from them.